Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am actually doing a rewind spread. So I'm super excited for this. I know I say that for every video, but this one I'm extra excited because I went to Washington, D.C. But I went from August 17th to the 20th, and then I started my junior year on the 21st. So we wanted to do kind of a last minute little mini vacation before I started. And so I'm going to do a rewind spread. I asked you guys in the pre-plan for that week, and a lot of you guys said yes, so I'm definitely gonna do that. And this is the kit I decided to use, and this is also the kit I had in mind. This is the adventure kit from LuminosityPrints, and this is the first time I ever will be using any of her stickers or any of her kits. She used to be A&C stickers, but now she's LuminosityPrints. And the first thing you get is just your freebie, and then your date covers, date dots, and then tons of functional fun deco and checklists and headers. And I'm gonna show you all this obviously during the plan with me, but I just kind of wanted to do a quick overview. And I don't think I'm gonna use these, we'll see, but I'm excited to film this. And if you wanna see just how I planned for DC and kind of what happened there, I will link the time where I start talking Thursday. But if you want to see the first half of the week, definitely keep on watching. But if you want to just see DC, go check the description. So I'm gonna get started. So I probably won't talk about DC until these days, but I have stuff to talk about, so don't worry. All right, so I'm just going to do my bottom washi, and I might bring in some washi. I'm not 100% sure yet. I did bring some Simply Gilded washi with me just in case. I'm really excited to do this. I really like this kit. I love the clip art for this, and I think some shops may be bringing it back this fall. So I may have to pick one up. And if you see my head at all during this video, I'm so sorry, but I will be writing as I go. Okay, so for the sidebar, I might do some deco and then put the full box right here because I first want to use the deco, and I'm not tracking a lot this week. I'm gonna put some deco up here. But and if you guys didn't see I usually post like end of week spreads or second half of the week spreads. I did not do that this week, or the week of this week, I guess. I didn't do this week because I wanted to wait until I posted this because I didn't want you guys to be like, oh, okay, I already saw it, I don't need to see the rest of it kind of deal. Like I wanted you guys to kind of like a anticipation, not much anticipation, but my anticipation. And while I'm going to do this real quickly, I'm going to take some tweezers and then my date covers and date dots. All right, so those are down, and I may leave the flags. I'm not 100% sure yet, just because they kind of match, but we'll see. So I'm gonna do the sidebar quickly, and I think this is where I may pull in some washi. I did break both of these from Simply Gilded. I have like the teal and the purple. I don't know, I may use the teal because the purple I think has a little too much blue for this kit, like a blue undertone. So I'm going to take this washi strip, put that right there, and I'm going to take my X-OXO knife because I want to mark steps this week, because while we were in DC, boy, did we walk. We walked so much, which was so fun. I think I'm going to use the peach. And I guess I'm going to leave a little bit of a white space. So This would be easier if I was lefty, or if like this tape pulled from the opposite side, but just my foot, oh my goodness, I need to figure something out because my foot falls asleep literally every single video. But I'm really excited. I went to Staples today, one of the Staples that sells Erin Condren, because it's kind of close to my school-ish. It's like 20 minutes, but then it's like 40 minutes home. But so I grabbed a hardbound planner, and I just got the smaller one because I really kind of wanted horizontal for school, and I'm going to use the blue. And then I guess I'm just going to take a small piece of washi, and I'll do this one, and it fits perfectly. So I'm going to actually fill out steps at the end. Alright, so for Monday, I'm going to put a today header down. And this day, I really just babysat, but I did wake up, or no, I did not. I woke up and I went to work, and I went to the gym. But I usually like going to the gym before work, because when I'm babysitting, I have no energy. Going to work is super nice after I've worked out. Okay, I do not have a coffee cup icon, which is fine. I'm just going to use, okay, perfect. I'm gonna use a car icon and just mark that I went to go get coffee because it was Monday morning. And when I say coffee, I usually get tea. If I ever drink coffee, it's usually just a coffee frappuccino. And then after babysitting, so I'm just gonna do that to mark off a chunk of time, I went to the gym. I think for the gym, I'm going to use a flag, because I only went to, yeah, I'm gonna use a flag, and I'm gonna put it over here. And so I did legs this day, and my legs were so sore after. I've been following a workout from Kayla Itness. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Okay, because I'm color coding the days, I'm gonna change this flag. Perfect. And then for little things, I'm gonna make a little to-do, but I don't want to use like a to-do header, so I just had to do a couple of things. So I'm just going to actually take my X-OXO knife and this little EC bookmark. And then, yeah, so I had a couple things to do. And then I had sushi for dinner, which was so good. Oh my goodness. So I think I'm actually going to use a quarter box, but I want to use some washi first, because I also took a nap, and that nap, I used to be a big napper in high school, but I don't know, I'm always scared because I have to wake up so early. I'm scared that if I sleep like during the day, I won't sleep at night. So I'm just going to fill this out. So I just wrote down what I needed to do, and I did do my first load of laundry because I wanted to wash my towels. And then this next day I also did work, and I got like the best text. I was supposed to work till Monday, or not Monday, Wednesday. And I ended up not having to work Wednesday because she's a contractor, so, or I'll wait till the end for that. Yeah, so she's a contractor, so she her schedule, she only goes in the office on Tuesday, Thursdays, so she not works from home, but she works at like a coffee shop. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but she ended up having contractors this day, so I really didn't have to babysit on Wednesday. Also wanted to clean, so I'm going to use a full box. I want to talk about like school because I'm about to finish my first week, but I want to save that for my regular plan with me. But oh, and I did go to the gym this morning. Oh crap. Maybe okay, I'm gonna do this. Or actually, I'm gonna move everything down. Okay, so I put these down. So I just put a flag to mark the gym. I put this to mark work, a full box to kind of mark blocking off time, and then to clean. So I did want to clean before going on my trip. And I did do my second load of laundry. And I have these stickers that came with the kit, and it's just a little laundry friend, a laundry icon. And I drank some coffee before my last class, and I usually don't. So if I'm like shaky, it's because I had coffee, and that's why I really don't drink, because I'm not a huge, like, I don't need coffee, but that's all right. And then I watched a movie. I watched the movie Me Before You. I really liked it. It was good. Super sad, but it was really, no, not that, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but I spelled before wrong. I know the second after I wrote B-E-R instead of B-E-F, so I just kind of left it. But that's everything for Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm gonna take another header. And this day was just really getting ready for my trip. I packed, I went to the gym, and I did arms, which was a good workout. I did get a manicure, which was super fun. I love getting manicures. And I did treat myself to a pedicure. So I did go to the gym, so I do want to mark that, and I can finally now use this purple. So I'm going to actually use this sticker from Soda Pop Studio, and because it's like a, I want to try to use the half boxes and quarter boxes from the kit. I want to actually like use them in the spread, and I want to save them for when I went on DC. I think I'm just going to use an asterisk, because I don't think I have like a suitcase sticker, or even, do I have a little, I'm just going to use this. This is perfect to pack. And then I did go get a mani-pedi, which was amazing. I'm going to take a piece of washi just to take this header. Like, ooh, I like how she has the header that does that. And I know I just said I wanted to save these half boxes, but I want to mark my mani-pedi. All right, so I'm going to use a wine icon. I don't drink, but it was just kind of like a relaxing time, and the place I go to does have a bar, just kind of neat. But so to write here, I'm gonna put a sticker book just underneath to kind of even out the coil. Right, and I originally had it planned for 5, but I moved it because I wasn't babysitting. And then I edited my haul, and I'm actually just gonna write, actually I'm gonna use a YouTube header because I've never actually used a YouTube header. All right, so this is Thursday. I'm gonna start talking about DC, and I'm so excited. So we woke up, like I said, so stinking early, and I'm going to use this phone icon just to mark that I set my alarm for so early because we had to get up. So I'm going to use an important header and write like that I set my alarm, because obviously it wouldn't have been like a Home Alone and they would have forgotten me. On this day, we went to get coffee and then we took a road trip. And for that, I have this perfect sticker. This is from Hello Petite paper. It's just a little sampler. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to use a piece of washi first. Put this down and do this because I just don't want everything kind of cluttered. Perfect. And I'll put this right here, right underneath. Oh, I love that. I wish I went on more road trips. And okay, so then I'm going to use a full box to mark off a chunk of time. So I'm gonna use this. It's like a hot air balloon, like we traveled, but we didn't really travel in a hot air balloon. I wish we did. That would have been awesome. When we got there, we got lunch. And we got lunch at Shake Shack, which was so unbelievably good. It's kind of like an East Coast In-N-Out burger. So it was unbelievably good. I got a burger with crinkle fries, I think they're called, and a strawberry milkshake, and it was amazing. So the first thing we did that day was we walked the mall. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's starting at the Capitol. Well, we checked into our hotel, and then we went from the Capitol all the way to the Abe Lincoln Memorial. And we saw the Capitol, we saw the White House, like walking by the Washington Monument, which we also saw. We saw the reflecting pool, the Abe Lincoln Memorial, and I'm going to be inserting a couple pictures here. While we were at the Abe Lincoln Memorial, my grandma was like, tell my friend Abe I say hello. And so I surprised her, and I actually FaceTimed her while we were there, which was so neat. I loved it. And I saw the Washington Monument like reflect in the reflecting pool. So that was so cool. And then after here, we went to the Holocaust Museum. And that was really neat. I haven't been there since 8th grade. And obviously in 8th grade, like I don't know, like it means a lot and everything. Like it's very like monumental and special, but it just kind of meant more this time because I could like take my time, and it was just really good because a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but I'm Jewish. My dad grew up celebrating Passover and Hanukkah, and so we celebrate. So my dad is Jewish, so I don't celebrate it, but we celebrate Hanukkah, but not to the extent of lighting a menorah every night, but we do special things like that a little bit, not much, but we will sometimes go to church on Christmas Eve. It just depends because my mom is Christian or Methodist. So yeah, my dad was telling me that and I knew this a little bit, but my grandmother's mom and her sisters were actually in Germany during this time. And while they were here, they actually managed to escape and come to America, which is so neat. So it's, if they didn't escape, my grandma wouldn't be here, which means my dad wouldn't be here, which means I wouldn't be here. So it's just kind of amazing to like, even, it's so unfortunate and so sad, but they escaped and they all survived. So that was really neat, and it just really touched me, and just how thankful I am to be here, and that I just loved it. It was so sad, but it was so amazing to see. So I'm gonna put a little icon, or a little, I'm gonna put a little thing here. But it was just so sad to see like everything, like just the hell, excuse me, like the hell they went through. Just, oh my goodness, it was devastating. But I'm so happy we went back again. It was just, it's so sad, and I don't want this whole video to be talking about the Holocaust Museum, but it was such a great experience. So Thursday was super fun. This day was amazing. I loved it, and I just loved being with my family and everything like that. It was so fun. Of course, we took so many pictures because, of course, the definition of tourists. Like my mom pulled out her massive map. Oh my goodness, we took taxis and Ubers, and only a couple times because we needed to get our exercise, so then we could eat so much food. So then here, okay. So then for breakfast, we had bagels, and we went to the Union Market, which was so neat, and I loved it. It was so good. So we had some bagels, which were yummy. I just had a cinnamon raisin bagel with, I think it was maple walnut cream cheese, and it was really good. So we had that. And then, which was really cool, is we walked to the White House. So that was so neat to see. And if you guys have been watching me for a long-ish time, maybe, I'm not really sure, but it was a really cool experience. I've seen it before, and it just, unfortunately, it was so sad because I remember in 8th grade, which was 6 years ago, when I went, you were able to go all the way up to that first fence at the White House. So you had that like first black fence, and then there was the yard right here, and we were all right here. So we did that, but then we went this year, and there are maybe like 4 fences, and you're pushed back 300 feet, 400 feet behind that original fence. So it's just sad that, like, with all the violence going on and the threats, that we can't even get close. Such an important part of history, and just so many things were there. So just sad that we can't get any closer, but obviously it's like for safety. So I'm going to put this down. And then for lunch, we went to the Trump Hotel, which was really, really good. We felt very royal because we just wanted to go, because we didn't have like any plans to go anywhere for lunch. So we just walked and we saw that, or we walked and we thought we would go. So it was beautiful inside. It was gorgeous. They had such good food. I had a burger and french fries because I was on vacation. I was like, you know what? I don't care. So that was so good. It was beautiful, beautiful inside. It was air conditioned. It was lovely. Went to the Museum, which is really neat. I really enjoyed that. I am not a huge, I really hate museums. Like, I really do not like them. Because a lot of the times it's like you learn about them and then you go see it, which is cool. But it's like I don't know, you can't really, I guess, relate, obviously. Because it happened before my time. And so we went to the museum, and my cousin actually does stuff with administration or administrative offices or something. But that was my favorite museum I've ever been to. But it was super neat. So what it is it's a museum that's all about like your First Amendment. So, and it's interesting, only 2% of the US actually know your like First Amendment, like all 5 of them. Like the 5 parts of I don't know what I'm doing here. It looks awful, but that's okay. The 5 parts. So you have freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, petition, and assembly. Yeah. So that was super cool, and I knew them. I was so proud. I was like, girl, history class. And I also know them, I feel like, a lot from one order, just because I feel like that talks about it a lot. But so it's a whole museum that does that. Yeah, so it was just so cool because it did a lot with, obviously it's all like your First Amendment, but it was very, it's new, it's very updated. So what they do is there was stuff about 9/11, the Boston Marathon bombing, the Oklahoma shooting, just like so many things, and it's all like updated in current, which is so neat. So it was good. I liked it a lot better because I was able to relate to it, because a lot of these things I did live through, unfortunately. So I was able to, and you see some of, and I'll insert pictures here, but you see some of the actual things that were involved in it, like a car. If there was a car bombing, there was the car. Or if you saw like some of the people from the 9/11 terrorist attacks, they had their passports, like some of the terrorists, some of the people's passports. It was just so neat just to see those things, and I loved it. So yeah, I saw like a video, they had the video of the 9/11, and that was so unbelievably sad. That was, oh my goodness, that was so sad. And they had one of the satellites from the North Tower. They had that there, and it was all damaged and everything. They had stuff, they had part of the Berlin Wall, which was really cool. That's staying there. And what was also cool about that is that they, at the top, there is, okay, I'm gonna move this little thing up. They had all 50, they had 50 front pages of newspapers, and each day they change them with the front page of that. So it's cool to see. So they take cities. So they did Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Chicago, New York, like New York City. It was cool to see how each state or each city like took into account what was going on in the world. So sometimes, or like Charlottesville just recently happened. So most of the states or the cities had stuff about the Charlottesville, but some cities didn't. So it was just like amazing to see how like the same event, it's all different. Like it's all seen differently, I guess. With some cities, they made it the biggest headline. Some cities, they made it just like a little corner thing. So it was crazy to see that, but it was also so neat. I absolutely loved it. So it was just really cool. And they had a lot with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. So it was just, oh, I could talk so much more about it, but I'm not. But we went to this place called Baked and Wired, and if you are from the DC area, you have to go there. It's amazing. So I'm using this sticker from my newest addictions. This is just from a little sampler from actually the Planner Boss Collective exclusive sampler. And it says calories don't count on the weekend, because I had this massive, maybe I'll insert the picture, we'll see. But my mom took a picture of me eating this big ice cream sandwich. It was 2 peanut butter cookies with chocolate ice cream in the middle, and I also had like half of hers. So good. Oh my. So good, and I didn't regret it at all after eating a whole plate of spaghetti and meatballs, which was so good. So that was Friday, and I think Friday was my favorite day. Friday was for sure my favorite day. I loved it. It was so good. It was awesome. So this day I'm going to put a full box at the top. And for breakfast, we went to a restaurant called The Founding Farmers. And it was cool because it's like the Founding Fathers, but the Founding Farmers. And this was actually our last day, which was really sad. But I had amazing chocolate chip pancakes. They were so good. And then after here, we went to the Spy Museum. And I want to say I wish I liked the Spy Museum. I did not like the Spy Museum at all. I don't know, it's interactive, but I just didn't have really any interest in it. And I'm actually going to use a camera because it's like a spy museum, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm weird. I went to the portrait gallery where all the presidents have their like pictures up, which was really cool. So that was really cool. I really liked seeing all of them. And then we also, which I think was my favorite part, one of my favorite parts, was we went to, I'm going to use the today header. We went to the archives. So that was so cool. So we saw, and of course my dad is a dork. Oh my goodness. And he goes like, oh my gosh, this is where Ben Gates went in National Treasure. He's like, this is where they store the Declaration of Independence when Ben Gates stole it in the movie. Yes, we went to the Archive Museum, which was so cool. We saw the Declaration of Independence. We saw the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. So that was neat. Really cool because I forget who it was, but somebody they took the Declaration of Independence and they took like made a copy of it, and then they like made it into copper, like a copper thingamajig. I don't know. Oh, this piece. So he made like an engraving. That's the word I'm looking for. So he made, because it was signed in, I think 1770, 1774, between that seven. So it hasn't been 250 years. And it's almost like it's so faint. What little you can see was you could not see much. You could really only see the, like John Hancock's signature because of he like wrote it and stuff. So I'm actually just gonna put here and put the three things we saw. So that was neat. But yeah, so I forget who it was, but he made an engraving out of it. So no matter how much it faded, we would be able to still have what it said, which was really neat, which I liked that a lot. And then we went out to dinner. We went to the Supreme Court, it's okay. And then I'm gonna mark the dinner with my cousins because that was so nice to see my cousins. I love seeing cousins. I'm just gonna use a heart. But so yeah, we went out to dinner with my two cousins and his wife. And then Sunday, we just kind of drove home, which was sad. But because I had school the next day. Oh my goodness. We saw other cousins. So I have my dad's cousins. I'm gonna turn this. My dad's cousins are there. So the cousins I saw Saturday were actual, like, my cousins. And then I'm gonna flatten my planner. And then this day, my dad's cousins. So that was really fun. And then we drove home. So that took up a big gap of the day. So we drove home. And that was sad because that meant vacation was over. I'm just going to use a little car icon down here. And then when I got home, I filmed and edited my my plan with me that went up Sunday night, which I was really happy about. So I'm gonna put this big piece of washi right there, and then put that under just to write, or shoot, I'll do this. I'm gonna put this here just to take up time. And then here I just had to get ready for school. Go to this side and write down the amount of steps I did. So So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, had so much fun. I made so many memories, and I'm so thankful that I was able to go and take off work and just go enjoy. And I learned so much about so many things, and I just loved it. So if you definitely have a chance to go to DC, definitely go see it. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm really happy I was able to go back and plan, and I love the colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.